Oh yes, it is me, Paul Bearer, and with me Snake Eyes, and welcome to Action Figure Wrestling. Oh yes, our general manager is coming out shortly to make an announcement. And here he comes. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we got one extra match on our card than what we were planning. As you know, on Wednesday, on Action Figure Wrestling Blackout, our cashing in champion Aaron Rex cashed in his cashing in title and became Action Figure Wrestling World Champion, and therefore we are going to have an over the top rope battle royal to crown the new cashing in champion. And that match starts now. Well, let's turn it over to our ring announcer. Ladies and gentlemen, this first match is the over the top rope battle royal championship to crown a new Action Figure Wrestling cashing in champion. And there's the cashing in title, ladies and gentlemen. Our first opponent, representing the EWO, Roddy Piper. And what is Piper doing with that axe in his hand? And the person that drew number 2, the Asian Cajun, Wong Dong. Wong Dong going right after Roddy Piper. And Piper hitting him with that axe. He's hitting him with the axe, but he's not using the part that you chop the wood with. And introducing the person who drew number 3, the Black Power Ranger. The Black Power Ranger. He's going after Roddy Piper. He's working Piper over in the corner. Wait a minute. What's Wong Dong doing? He just eliminated the Black Power Ranger. And Wong Dong is now working over Piper in the corner. Next, representing the EWO, the Extreme World Order's Shane Douglas. And look at that, the Asian Cajun is pulling a Shawn Michaels and he's holding on there. They think they got rid of him, but the Asian Cajun's feet are up on the ring apron. And if he can get back in, he might be able to put one or two of these guys, or both of these guys over. He's pulling up. The Asian Cajun pulled a Shawn Michaels. Next, the chick magnet Derek Johnson. The chick magnet Derek Johnson he and the Asian Cajun, they're working together to work over the EWO guys. Next. There goes the Asian Cajun, thanks to New Jack and New Jack. Shane Douglas. And there goes the chick magnet, Derek Johnson. He was just hanging on to the corner there. And both of them guys have been eliminated. Next, PJ Black. PJ Black said he used to be a world champion, a former world champion here in action figure wrestling. But right now it's 3-on-1. If they win that title, you know they're not going to cash it in as long as they're not going to cash it in, because at the pay-per-view on Sunday, March 3rd, the pay-per-view Last Stand, if Austin Aries wins, they're not going to cash it in. Next, Steven Regal. William Regal's alter ego, Steven Regal. Comes down to the ring. As always, we're having a hard time getting his jacket off of him. There he goes. We're just not going to put it on him anymore. Steven Regal. Try to put New Jack over. And now New Jack's going over on the opposite side of the ring with Steven Regal. And up next, Superman. Superman's holding on, and so is Roddy Piper. Wait a minute, what's Shane Douglas doing? Oh my God, Superman's been eliminated. Superman has been eliminated. And there goes PJ Black. PJ Black has been eliminated. Steven Regal didn't quite get rid of. And Roddy Piper just pulls himself back in. Up next, Eric Redbeard, formerly known as Eric Rollins. Eric Redbeard. Eric Rollins. Eric Redbeard is in. There goes Roddy Piper. Piper is out. Piper is out. Eric Redbeard was eliminated by New Jack. And so was William Regal, or Steven Regal. Lord Steven Regal was also eliminated. Eric Redbeard and Steven Regal both eliminated. Wait a minute, suppose it comes down to New Jack or Shane Douglas. I don't think it really matters. Up next, Captain Lou Albano. I just think they are going after whoever they can go after because they want to win. And there goes Captain Lou. They want to take as many titles as they can here in Action Figure Wrestling because that means they get to help decide the booking. Up next, Beastman. Beastman just got rid of New Jack. Suddenly Shane Douglas in here by himself as the only member of the EWO in this matchup. And he's putting his boots, the boots to Beastman. Up next, Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy pulls him off of Beastman. What's Beastman doing? My God, Beastman, don't do that to Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy's trying to help you. What are you doing? Up next, Shannon Moore. Shannon Moore goes right after Shane Douglas, and he's working over Shane Douglas. He's putting his knees into the back of Shane Douglas. Beastman's going after Shane Douglas. And look, Jeff Hardy saying, no, don't do that. Fine then, I'll put you over. And Jeff Hardy just eliminated Beastman from the ring. Up next is a guy who doesn't do very well in Battle Royals. A guy who was cheated out of his hardcore championship. It's Nate the Great. Nate the Great is here. He was cheated out of his hardcore title by the EWO. And Nate the Great is you got 3 people piling up on Shane Douglas. And Shane Douglas comes up, tries to overpower him. Didn't quite do good enough. Up next, it's the Gooch, the founder of Action Figure Wrestling, the chairman, the Gooch. He just hit Shane Douglas with the clothesline in the corner there. And now what's he doing? Shane Douglas just eliminated the Gooch. Shane Douglas eliminated Gooch. He just tried to eliminate 2 more members of the original. Up next, it's Seth Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins. What's Rollins doing? He just hit Shane Douglas. And Shane Douglas. There goes Jeff Hardy. And as you notice, Shane Douglas is fighting by himself right now. He's all by himself. He has no one in that ring as an ally of his. Up next, is the end of the month Battle Royal champion for January, and of course, the February one will be going up soon. He'll have to defend that soon for February. Oh, actually, that's later today. William Regal just went after everybody, and Nate the Great has been eliminated. And look at Shannon Moore, and Seth Rollins goes, not until we get rid of him, you idiot. Up next, it's Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes. Wait a minute. That's where my tag team partner Snake Eyes went. My broadcast partner Snake Eyes. That's where he went. He went to be in the Battle Royal and got eliminated from Battle Royal. There goes Seth Rollins. William Regal is hanging on. And Shane Douglas eliminated himself, trying to get rid of William Regal. So now we got rid of all the members of the EWO. Up next, it's Shane Helms, one of the defenders of action figure wrestling. Shane Helms. Up next, the British Bulldog. The last member, no, next is Skeletor. There goes the British Bulldog. Not only did he get eliminated, he ended up landing in the correct place. And there goes William Regal. There goes Skeletor. There goes Shane Helms. And Shane Helms almost hit the camera. Thanks to Jamie. Golden Boy Jamie Gillette. Up next, Scareglow. Up next, it's the Trininator, John Trent. There goes Scareglow. And the Trininator is stomping on Jamie Gillette. Up next, it's another action figure wrestling original. So it will be one of the 3 action figure wrestling originals. It's either going to be this man, David Ring, his tag team partner, Jamie Gillette, or, well, not mine. It's either going to be David Ring or Jamie Gillette. Well, one of these two will be our new cash-in champion. Jamie Gillette. His feet has not hit the floor. What's David Ring doing? Now it has. Your winner in new action figure wrestling cash-in champion, the Ringmaster David Ring. Folks, before our next match, let's talk about the pay-per-view coming up on the 7th of March, where you're going to have Women's Tag Team Champions, the Riot Squad, Mandy Rose and Ruby Riott, taking on Ronda Rousey and Becky Lynch. You have the Women's Extreme Champion, Miss Elizabeth, defending against Rowdy Ronda Rousey. You're going to have the women's champion, Lacey Evans, defending against Paige. The Extreme Champion AJ Styles defending against EWO's Just Incredible. The European Champion Aiden English defending against Magnum TA. The International Tag Team Champions, The Shield, defending against Tyrus and Adam Cole, and our world champion, unless it changes, right now is Aaron Rex defending against Austin Aries. Up next is the Action Figure Wrestling Tag Team title match. Up first is the Action Figure Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Xavier Woods, Big E Langston, The New Day, Action Figure Wrestling Tag Team title belts. And their opponents. Coming down the aisle, The Rock and MVP. The most valuable Hollywood players. One. The most valuable Hollywood players. I get what they're saying. I'm sorry, we got that wrong. It's the Hollywood players. 1, 2. I get it because the Rock. MVP and The Rock taking on the New Day. When you got two tag teams like this, clashing for each other and going after each other like they are, you know they're going to try whatever they can to get the victory. You know, John Hardy will have a tough bout here. 1, 2, 3, MVP tags in The Rock. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kofi Kingston was outside for a very long time till the count of 8. And Big E just tagged in Xavier Woods. 1, 2, 3, your winners, and still Action Figure Wrestling Tag Team Champions, The New Day. The New Day just beat The Rock in MVP. They just beat the Hollywood Players. Up next is the Action Figure Wrestling Tag Team titles. The Action Figure Wrestling Championship. And this will be the first title defense for the current Action Figure Wrestling Champion, EC3, who impressed everybody when he beat Chris Benoit for the title. Unexpectedly beat Chris Benoit for the title. Introducing first your Action Figure Wrestling Champion, EC3, Ethan Carter III. There's the championship belt. And his opponent, the only Olympic gold medalist in Action Figure Wrestling history, Kurt Angle. 1. And Kurt Angle wasted no time going after EC3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, your winner and new Action Figure Wrestling Champion, Kurt Angle. EC3 will cash in his will automatically get a number 1 contenders matchup. We'll go ahead and he's going to go ahead and get a tag team partner and be involved in this matchup for the World Tag Team titles. But who will be his tag team partner? That's a good question. I'm sure he'll come up with somebody. I don't think Edge and Christian likes this idea because Edge and Christian have been wanting this tag team matchup for a very long time. They've been wanting to face the World Tag Team Champions. Introducing first, the Action Figure Wrestling World Tag Team Champions, Jon Moxley, Seth Rollins, and this match will be an elimination tag match, triple threat match, where both members of the tag team must be pinned or submitted in order for them to be out. There's the Action Figure Wrestling World Tag Team titles. Introducing team number 2, Edge and Christian. Edge and Christian are now in the ring. And their opponents, EC3 and his tag team partner, the Darewolf, PJ Black. PJ Black. One, two. Seth Rollins tags in John Moxley. And Mox, he missed on trying to get the pinfall on Edge. And EC3 just tags in PJ Black. And PJ Black didn't quite get everything he needed there on Moxley. And there, well, PJ Black, he's like, okay, what am I going to do? And Edge is back in, and Edge missed his opportunity to get a pinfall there. And Moxley just missed his chance to get a pinfall. And now PJ Black missed his opportunity to get a pinfall. One, two, three, PJ Black has been pinned. So PJ Black will go to the outside of the ring, and he cannot interfere, because if he interferes, his tag team will be removed. One. And John Moxley got the one fall on Edge, and Edge tags in Christian. 1, 2. And Ethan Carter the third got a 1 count, got a 2 count on John Moxley. And Edge drop kicked EC3. Now EC3 does not have a tag team partner to tag. 1, 2, 3, and Edge has, Christian has been eliminated. Now Edge and EC3 both are in a predicament because neither one of them has a tag team partner they can tag right now. 1. And Edge just got a 1 count on EC3. And John Moxley's not supposed to be in there. Ooh. That was a close call for 1, 2, 1. Seth Rollins kicks out. 1, 2. Edge kicks out. See how EC3 tried to pin 2 people at one time. And it didn't work. One, two, three, Edge and Christian have been eliminated. Jon Moxley, he just hammered EC3 in the head with that fist. But right now, EC3 does not have a tag team partner he can go after. He can tag in. 1. Moxley just tags in Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins has to be tired here tonight because he has already competed in the Battle Royal. 1, 2. Like I said, EC3 has no tag team partner. He can 1, 2, 3. And Seth Rollins has been tagged. So the next person to get a pinfall will win the tag teams. Will win the World Tag Team titles for their team. One. Jon Moxley kicks out. 1, 2. EC3 kicks out. They're into the ropes. 1, 2, 3. Your winners. The new Action Figure Wrestling World Tag Team Champions, PJ Black and EC3. PJ Black is now, once again, another step closer to being a world champion again. Or at least being in the world championship picture, because he's now one half the world tag team champions. Seth Rollins and Jon Moxley will not cash in their number 1 contenderships tonight, but they will now be added to the long list of people who are due a world title shot. Up next is the Action Figure Wrestling World Title Match. Introducing first, the Action Figure Wrestling World Champion, formerly known as Damien Mizdow, formerly known as Damien Sandow, Aaron Rex. Aaron Rex, who cashed in the cashing in title on Wednesday. And there's the Action Figure Wrestling World Championship. And his first defense is against Sergeant Slaughter. One. 1, 2. And the Sarge already has had a 2 count. Listen, it's all Sarge right now. 1, 2, 3, your winner. And new and still Action Figure Wrestling World Champion, Aaron Rex. Of course, Sergeant Slaughter will no longer be eligible for another world title match. In fact, this was the end of his contract as far as being an in-ring competitor goes. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of tonight. Oh, yes. So join us next time on Action Figure Wrestling Blue Empire.